All right, good morning and welcome to our channel, Princesses. This is a matter of concern because as we are in expectation of disbursement, this could happen or kick off any moment. And these are some of the things you need to do. In other words, a realistic guide towards a disbursement. Yes, there comes a time in every man's life when the pain of waiting, the weariness of faith, and also the trembling hope for a new dawn begins to collide all in a single moment. When you have hoped and sometimes in the corners where no one could see, you had possibly cried at different times. And then, but you've also sat in some gatherings and you listened to updates, you've clung to announcements from different channels and organs. You have fought off some shadows of doubt and you've believed in this grant, not just because of the money, but for the possibility of you personally rewriting your story. You have endured ridicule, you have endured whispers, the temptation to give up, but somehow deep inside your chest, something kept telling you that you can move forward. There is a whisper that says, hold on, something is about to break. And now you are standing on that edge of the break point. The air feels so different. The silence is heavy with the emptiness of it, but with impending fulfillment. The signs are here. Disbursement could kick off at any moment. Don't think about it. Disbursement could kick off at any moment. But before the trumpet sounds and the joy begins to explode in every quarter, you personally must ask yourself, what am I supposed to do, or what am I supposed to be doing right now? This is not just about being ready to receive the fund. It's about being prepared to handle, to manage, and also to multiply what is coming for you. It's about the responsibility that comes with disbursement, the wisdom, and the spiritual sensitivity. Now, I want us to go honestly and thoroughly into what you are expected to do with your heart, your mind, your plans, your faith, and your life. As this long-awaited disbursement prepares to touch down, you first of all need to prepare your mind and spirit. You cannot enter your Canaan with an Egyptian mindset. It will never go. If you have waited for months or even years, the waiting has likely shaped your thinking, and in both good and bad ways. You have learned endurance, yes, but you may have also developed anxiety in the course, fear, an unhealthy obsession with this grant. So now is the time to reset your brain, reset your mental and spiritual capacity and posture. You should begin to shift. You must now believe that this is happening. That shift in your mindset that unlocks a different level of faith and preparedness. So begin to shift to when this will happen. Begin to pray more than ever. Not out of desperation, but out of some alignment in your spirit. Praying for wisdom, praying for divine timing, praying against every spiritual hindrances. Pray that you don't miss that moment. Clean up your heart. Forgive those who have mocked you at different times. Forgive the delays in itself. Let go of the bitterness. A lot of people have not really let go of that bitterness. And that is why any little post, you see them snack up. Because they haven't forgiven the delays itself. They haven't forgiven those who mocked them in the process. Let go of bitterness. A blessed heart is an open vessel. I dare to tell you that you cannot carry the weight of a blessing in a bitter vessel. It will not bless you. It will not bless you. Have a clear record of the registrations you've done at different times, whether it was through an NGO, a cooperative heads, or as an individual. Some of them are also filling an online forms and all that, which was directed straight to an NGO. Have some screenshots, some emails ready, or even your written evidence of registration and statuses. Keep all of these things intact. Be reachable also. You have to be reachable at this time. It's not a time to disappear into thin air. In other words, ensure that your phone number is very active. If you're on a group or if you're in a channel for disbursement update, stay engaged. Stay engaged. Just be available. And as a matter of fact, you have to stop listening to fearmongers and faith killers also. It's not only fearmongers we also have people that kills your faith. So right now, the enemy will work over time to ensure that they distract you, they deceive you, and they disqualify you mentally wise. You will hear some rumors. Some are true and some are false. You will see others that are saying to you, it will never happen. These are the kind of personalities I want you to guard your ears and your emotions like never before against them. Do not let doubt cancel your destiny. What am I trying to say? You have to filter every information you hear and only follow credible sources or coordinators. You have to avoid the chatter that causes emotional roller coasters within your organ, within your vicinity, within your purview. That is to say that going forward, you must surround yourself with believers, not just in religion, but people who believe in you, people who believe in your future, people who believe in the process. What I've come to see or observe within the grand ecosystem is that when it appears like information is coming very, very close and it appears like everything is just getting into shape, you see people reacting positively. When it appears like there's a bit of a gap or a delay, you see people reacting negatively. In other words, a kind of a situation in the grand ecosystem that is able to predict your mood. It is not the best. That you only react to positivity when positivity shows up. That is like, we don't personally have a mind of ourselves. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like, we don't have a personal mind of ourselves. We just are being dictated by moods. Circumstances dictate how we react. If it appears like it's coming clean, it's coming positive, we begin to react positively. If it's coming a little bit like as if it's not being positive, we begin to react negatively. So the situation at hand is pressing us like button, doing ping pong on us. But once we are bizarre, whatever comes across that path, we are departmentalized. And that's what I want you to have. That's the kind of mindset I want you to have. Not just in religion, but a kind of people who believe in you, in your future, and in the process. Those are the kind of personalities you need to surround yourself with. As a matter of fact, write down your financial plan in details before the money lands. This is very important. Your plans, your financial plans before the money lands. If a blessing meets an unprepared person, it will become a burden. I'm just telling you what you need to know financially speaking. If a blessing meets an unprepared heart or an unprepared bank account, it will become a burden to that soul because he never prepares. Let that sink into your subconscious mind. You must be ready. You must already know what you will do with the money, and more importantly, why. So this is not a time to experiment. You have waited too long to mismanage your breakthrough. Start with a sheet of paper, a kind of a journal or spreadsheet or something. You need to write how much you expect to receive, despite you don't know the figure right now, but you in your mind, write how much you are expecting to receive. Write the percentage you will tithe or give to God from this fund. Write what amount that you will use for processing of needs, like the debt, the rentage, the foodstuffs, some of the things that you need to take care of within your house. Write that an amount down. There are pressing needs, they should face them. Then write down what amount you will save. I've received, there was a time I released a comprehensive V note on this. You can just search up some of the arrays of the messages we have here, or the V note we have here. I did a comprehensive V note on that. You understand? So write down what you will save, what you will invest in, write it down, and how much. What you will set aside for growth, for skill acquisition, for business, write it down. That is, you have to be brutally honest with yourself. Don't write for show. Write to guide your future. You know why? If you don't tell money where to go, money will tell you where it went. So it's a time also to do your diligence and not fall for scams or fraudsters. They are all over the place right now. In fact, they are shaking the ecosystem again. They've come out again, and with every legitimate movement, there comes a wave of opportunists kind of people, and scammers, fraudsters. Now that disbursement is very close, the internet will flood with helpers, people, the seemingly helpers that wants to help you out, facilitators, and fake NGOs that are claiming that they can fast track your money. You have to be aware of them. You have to be wary of them. There is no true disbursement agency that will ask for sensitive details like your PINs or OTPs. So no one should demand payment for you to receive what you are already qualified for. Nobody should do that. If you are very much unsure, ask your coordinator, or you double check in some official groups that you know that they are legitimate, because a single mistake could cost you everything. So you have to be vigilant. It could cost you everything. You must be vigilant. You have to reconnect with your whys, what is called WHY. You have to reconnect with your whys, and don't you lose yourself in the excitement. It's easy to get carried away, especially the moment that alert lands. You see, people begin to scream, people dance, people forget everything they once said they would do. You must take a sacred moment before that time comes, and remember why you started. Is it to lift your family out of poverty? Was that why you started in this ground in the first place? Is it to fund your education? Is it to empower your community or support your ministry? Is it to finally break the generational curse or lack in your family? Write your why down. That is your why. Why did you enter into this grand ecosystem? Why did you enlist in this initiative in the first place? Write that why down and place it where you can see it every day, so that when the money comes, that why becomes your compass. It becomes your guide. It becomes a lamp for you. You have to create boundaries, emotional boundaries and financial boundaries. When disbursement finally happens to you, even people who haven't spoken to you in years, they will remember your name. Family, friends, even strangers, they will come knocking at your door. It is your responsibility now to create boundaries at a time. Not everyone, listen to me, not everyone needs to know when you receive the alert. Did you hear that? Not everyone needs to know when you receive the alert. Learn to say no without guilt in your heart. Prioritize impact and not impressions. You don't owe the world an explanation. You don't owe nobody an explanation. You owe yourself a future. So bless others when you are led by wisdom and conviction, not pressure or guilt. Begin with God. He is the source. The grant is not the source. Before anything else, return to your source. The money is not your miracle. God is your miracle. The grant is a channel, but God is the provider. So dedicate the first fruits of your disbursement to God. If you can, do. Sow where your spirit leads. Give thanks like never before. And let your first act after receiving not be a withdrawal, but a worship. Let it be a worship. Let not what comes to your mind first be how to withdraw this fund. Let what comes to your mind first be worship. What you do with your first blessing determines whether more will come to you. So prepare. Prepare wisely. Yes, you got to prepare. Prepare for the long term beyond the disbursement. The grant is not just for consumption, it is for transformation. And transformation is a long-term commitment. So now is the time to consider that you have to register a business name or organization. Take courses, online or physical, in areas that are related to your future plans. Build partnerships, not just dependencies. Find people to grow with. If you treat this money as a once-in-a-lifetime miracle, you will spend it and return to square one. But if you see it as a seed, it will grow and it's going to feed generations. So stay humble, stay grateful, stay grounded. The loudest person is often the most vulnerable person. When the blessing comes, stay low. Walk in humility. Don't you forget those who encourage you on the journey. Don't rub your blessing in others' faces. More importantly, don't let pride leak you through your posts. Don't let pride leak through your posts, your speeches, your spendings. Let it not be governed by pride. Let your success speak, not for attention, but for testimony. True wealth whispers, fake riches screams. Finally, this is your moment, so handle it well. You have waited, you have endured, you have fought tears, you have fought fears and fatigues, and now your time has come. But how you handle these next few hours, these next few days or weeks, will define not just the blessing, but your legacy. Get up now. Prepare. Clean your space. Ready your heart. Strengthen your spirit. Arrange your accounts. Dust off your plans. Call your mentor. Pray like never before. Dream again. Because when the trumpet of disbursement finally sounds, it won't be time to prepare. It will be time to manifest. And when your name is called, may you not just receive, may you be ready to rise. This is Prince's Seed Channel. We give it to you not just as an update, but as an information that you need to know and sink into your memory so that you would not miss out when time calls. Subscribe to the channel. If this blesses you, you can share to very many other person as we are in the lee of our expectations. Don't forget, God cares and everything is falling into line. Have a nice day.